Welcome to Woy Woy, my friends. I am out of my hometown. We are going thrifting today, and by we, I mean you and me. So I am looking forward to this thrift. I've been planning it for, ages. But the weather hasn't been great. We are officially in spring. It is a beautiful day. Well, it was supposed to be sunny all day, but it's not. It's cloudy, but it's still warm, 19 degrees. So what am I looking for? You know what, you guys? My mind is open. I am just going to, let whatever come to me come. You know what I love? Vintage. Of course, vintage always, but I would love anything boho, anything preppy, anything Parisian, and anything tomboy. So that is pretty much what I'm always looking for. So without further ado, let us go see what treasures I can find. So it has been a while since I visited Woy Woy. I normally come on a weekend, either with my cousin Anna or my mum. My mum loves Woy Woy, and she is recovering from a broken hip. So as soon as she's able, I'm going to bring her because we love to make a day of it. There's a Lifeline, a Vinnies, and some really great cafes. I am already feeling like I need my second coffee of the day, but we're going to head into the Vinnies first, and depending on how we go, we may visit the Lifeline. Not really impressed with the Lifeline. I never find anything in there. The Vinnies, however, is great but expensive. So the price has to be right in order for me to part with my money today. But let the thrift gods be with us, my friends. I'm sorry, you guys, but I basically got thrown out. I was kicked out. Well, not exactly. The manager of the store approached me and told me in no uncertain terms that I was not allowed to film in the Vinnies. I was lost for words, you guys. It feels terrible. It feels horrible to be scolded like that in a public place in front of people. I'm a 53-year-old woman. I pride myself on always remaining respectful and kind in any situation, and I kind of lost my cool there with her because I don't feel as though I'm doing anything wrong. Years ago, when I started my channel, I did get clearance from Salvos and Vinnies to film. Now, it was some years ago, and I'm not sure who the sales assistant on duty at the time called to get this clearance, okay? But things have changed. Vinnies is now a retail store. The truth is, if they don't want me to film in there, they can actually enforce that. And so I left. You guys, I'm so disheartened. I don't understand why people are so offended by me filming clothing. I'm not filming anybody else. I'm filming the clothing, my thoughts and opinions. I take it home, I style it up. It's actually advertising for them. And yet they made me feel like a lowlife. But I do have to respect that it is a public place. And so if they choose to enforce that rule, I have no choice but to respect that. Things are changing in the thrifting world. It's no longer just a hobby or a pastime. And in my opinion, it's not even about being charitable anymore. Thrifting is a big business, and therefore I need to respect the rules. However, I did not need to respect that woman. Respect, in my opinion, is earned. And she was so hostile and so abrasive to me, while her words were very proper and considerate. Her energy and her attitude was hostile, abrasive, and just plain rude. And so I lost it, and I don't normally lose it. Had my son been with me, I would have held it together because that was not a proud moment for me, but I just felt backed into a corner, intimidated and belittled. And so, I was rude. I was rude in return. I marched off in a huff and expressed that There was no need to be rude. Why is it so hard for people to be kind? There is a way to deliver a negative message, if you will, with kindness. And so I basically told her that she was rude and she wished me a good day, to which then I replied, how am I supposed to have a nice day when you've just ruined it for me? I know, not my finest moment, but you know, I'm only human, and it's tough, you guys. It's tough filming YouTube videos in public places like thrift stores, trying to get good content, all the while being looked at, being asked a million times, what is it that you're doing? What is it that you're filming? Why are you taking a photo right outside of Vinnies? No word of a lie, 3 men came up to me and asked me if they could possibly help to take my photo, and I explained that, no, I'm used to it, you know, this is my tripod, this is what I do. And I explained what I was doing, and they were kind of like so baffled. But anyway, I don't even have the will or desire to continue filming in the lifeline. I've just lost it, you guys. You know, I've lost my mojo. And so I'm gonna get myself a coffee because I really need one. Okay, I need that coffee now. This is really good coffee, you guys. If you're ever in Woy Woy on the Central Coast, I highly recommend the cafe Young Barons. The coffee's great, the pastries are so delicious. Do yourself a favor and visit. And you know what? I was over here licking my wounds, feeling sorry for myself, when I suddenly realized Shop 55 Vintage is here. This is a vintage store that I often visit, always on a weekend, because I just love to come on a Saturday, normally with my cousin Anna, and we'll go to Young Barons, have a coffee and a pastry, and then hop on over to Shop 55 Vintage, and then do a little op-shop crawl. Now, I've been kindly granted permission to film inside the store, and believe you me, it is a treasure trove of vintage. So this thrift with me is turning into a vintage thrift with me. It's beautifully curated. There's a little bit of everything, including designer pieces, and we're gonna head on in together and turn this video around, my friends. Be prepared to feast your eyes on vintage, vintage, and more vintage. Let us have a look what's on this nothing over $20 rack. I mean, it's just, look at that. That is a skirt suit set. 2 pieces for $20. That is incredible. Another set. Events animal print blouse with a peplum hem. Wow, this is stunning. Oh my God, this is it a top? Is it a dress? What is it?
Top and skirt.
Oh my God, it's beautiful.
This is the Diane Brace, yes, that's a Diane.
No way.
So she does silk, cotton, not very much cotton, and some polyester. But
Look at the sleeve. Wow.
this one I think is a poly.
That is stunning.
1970s woven maxi.
It reminds me of Missoni. Look at the colours. This is why I love 70s vintage. There's nothing like 70s vintage, right?
You're right. And this one is a 60s. Oh no, pardon me.
50s?
70s.
Oh, 70s?
And it's a crimpoline. Would have been early 70s.
Wow, that does not look 70s.
Ramped up for today with, I don't know,
Look at the
checks
trim.
or jewellery or boots. And
Oh, yeah. Love that Kelly green. That's pretty. What's that? I would wear this as a top, but I don't think the straps are adjustable and they're too long. It's too beautiful. And I've been looking for something exactly like this. Look at that collar. 1940s dress. Gingham print. Love the skirt on it. Look at the folds. This is so very pretty, the colours. Look at that. Gorgeous. It's silk. $66. Such a beautiful piece. That's beautiful too. So pretty. Love the black and white. This is silk as well. Diane Freese. Everything I pull out is Diane Freese. 66. She was a very, very talented woman. Look at this tartan wool skirt. Wow. By Fletcher Jones. I love that vintage label. I come across it quite a bit. $44 is an amazing price considering that I have found skirts like this in Vinnies and they sell them for $50, $60. Look how old that label is. Wow. York Fashions tartan mini, $44. So special. Look at this piece. Velour fabric. That is a 70s dress. 100%. Early 70s velvet dress. $45, you guys. That is amazing. Come on. Is this not Stevie Nicks vibes? Imagine that belted or even left loose with Western boots. Oh, wow. Look at that label. Velvet and lace. 10 to 12, $85 by Jessica McIntosh. Unbelievable. Look at this Lurex piece. You guys know how much I love Lurex. I go on and on about it. It's a way to add sparkle without it looking tacky. Look at this label. And this is from the early 70s. $99. That is spectacular. My God. Wow. This is 80s for sure. I can tell by the shoulders. Silk. What beautiful colours. Look at that skirt. Diane Freese. Gorgeous. Wow. Look at the sleeve. Black and white, gorgeous dress. Vintage polyester. $99 by Diane Freese. Those pastels. Goodness me, look how old this label is. This has got to be 50s. 60s.
It's not about you, their own internal dreams. Leave them be, good or bad.
Look at that cameo and the turquoise piece. This flower, it's so beautiful. I wish I could take them all home.
us down. We chose and we choose the life we have.
Thank you so much. You guys, let's see how well you know me. In the comments down below, right now, before we do the haul, I want you guys to tell me what items you think I picked up. Okay? Okay, I'll see you guys at home. Alrighty, you guys, I am home and it is time for the haul portion of this thrift with me. I am so excited to read the comments to see just how many of you have me figured out. I reckon most of you. It wasn't that hard to determine, I don't think. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I brought home. Okay, I had to take this vintage bag. Here's the thing with me and buying pre-loved bags, whether they're thrifted or whether they're vintage. There are a couple of things that I look for. I want the bag to look modern, yet I don't mind if it looks vintage. I know, kind of a contradiction. It's hard to explain. I truly love vintage crossbody bags. The shape of them were so much different back in the day. Look at the shape of this one. It's kind of rectangular, boxy. The bag also needs to be in really good condition. I'm not interested in any bag that looks dated, to me at least. And that includes the luxury brands. To me, this looks so modern, yet you can tell it's vintage, right? And also the bag just needs to be in really good condition, if not mint condition. So this bag, yes, it looks vintage, but it's so minimal in design that you can modernize it very easily. More often than not, a more structured shape of bag will be timeless as opposed to a slouchy or unusual shape. The simpler, the better. I feel that this bag is just, I just love it. It's so me. So for one, I love the shape. This rectangular boxy shape is très chic. Love the minimal details. A tiny little tassel with the tiniest amount of hardware, gold hardware. The bag has a gold trim all over. It has a flap opening, which I love. And it's also quite expandable. So we couldn't determine the designer of this bag. There is a little P embossed in the leather. By the way, this is a leather bag. So the strap is not adjustable, and that is also something you will find on vintage bags. And like I said, I just love a vintage crossbody bag, especially worn on a shapeless dress like this. Because of the way this bag sits on the body, it draws attention to the waist, and therefore if you are wearing something shapeless, you kind of see your figure underneath, but not really, if you know what I mean. If you look on my Instagram, whenever I am wearing something voluminous or shapeless, more often than not, I am wearing a crossbody bag. I do have another vintage one, which I absolutely love, and it's this little quilted square gold and leather hardware chain bag with a little tassel on the side. But you can see the colors are different. This one is more creamier. This one is more white. White for me is a neutral. I love a white bag, always have. But I felt that this bag was filling a spot in my bag collection that I didn't have. I just adore it. I honestly loved it so much when I saw it, and I just knew I had to have it. I'm gonna be wearing the hell out of this bag. When it comes to thrifting vintage bags or shoes, I'm just really picky. So this is a rare find for me, and I thought it was an absolute steal for 35 bucks. So I just love that. And then of course, I had to come home with the two-piece Diane Fries skirt and top set. This is a new vintage label to me. Diane Fries, so I'm told, was a very big designer in the 70s and 80s. She designed beautiful dresses and sets, top and skirt or top and pants in silks and cottons. My set is vintage polyester, but also in the most vibrant, gorgeous colors and prints. Now, I am going to take out the shoulder pads. This neckline also spoke to me because if I wanted to, I could have a very high neckline and tie this little necktie right up to the neck, or I can leave it loose and it's kind of like a low V-neck, which I love. The flower print and the colorway is absolutely stunning. I love jewel tones and primary colors. They are so easy to style. Obviously, I can wear the set as it was intended together, or I can wear the top with trouser pants or a gorgeous pair of jeans, and I can wear the skirt with a beautiful blouse or dress it down with a body, a tank top. I mean, it was love. It was love, you guys. And when it's love, it's immediately yes, and I had to have it. Now, I want to come up close so you can see the texture and the beautiful print that is embossed in the fabric. So it's not a traditional pleated skirt, it's more of a crinkle pleated skirt with this sheared elastic waist. So comfortable and amazing, and makes for the perfect fit. So let me show you the label on the skirt, and there is the label on the top. Diane Fries original, 100% polyester Georgette, made in Hong Kong and fabric in Hong Kong. Look at the little beads on the tassel. I'm not sure if you noticed when I tried this on, but I kind of manipulated the sleeve a little bit to change the silhouette. So as you can see, this is kind of a 3/4 balloon sleeve. So what I did was ruche up the elastic part of the sleeve and then bring down the fabric so that it became a shorter and wider balloon sleeve, which I love. With a little bit of tweaking and a little bit of styling, I can change the vibe of the pieces, both of them. I am just absolutely thrilled with this set. I can't wait to style them up and shoot them for my Instagram. So this set is going to be gracing my Instagram feed multiple times, I can guarantee you that. Oh, and this adorable, adorable bag. Did I give you guys a close-up? Is that not the most demure, sweet, unique, stunning vintage bag you have seen? I just simply fell in love when I saw it. As soon as I saw it, you guys, both of these pieces, it was immediate. It was attachment. It was an emotional kind of experience. Yeah, I'm just thrilled, over the moon, over the moon. $123 was spent. Totally worth it in my opinion. And just to circle back on a couple of weeks ago when I uploaded the flea market thrift with me, I have realized that I'm doing it all wrong. From now on, when I do visit a curated vintage market or a curated vintage boutique, I would much rather spend a higher price point and get a couple or even one special piece than buy a few bits and bobs that are more affordable so I can have more. It's, you know, quality over quantity. And if you are going to take the time, the energy, the money to venture out and visit one of these places, what is being presented to you is the best of thrifting, the best of vintage. So you may as well part with a little more money and come home with something really special. So that's my new perspective when shopping a curated collection of pieces. It's so much more pleasurable, so much more. And you're coming home with truly rare, gorgeous treasure finds. So my friends, it was a roller coaster ride of emotions today. We started off on a high before plummeting into the depths of despair. Well, I'm being dramatic, of course, but unexpectedly an opportunity presented itself and turned the whole video around, and we ended on a high, happy, inspired vibe. And I hope you guys enjoyed coming along for the adventure. Thank you so very much for watching this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, please come and say hello over on Instagram for your outfit inspiration. And I really hope I see you guys in my next one. Bye.